Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford, Paddock. I'm Adam Mckola. Manchester United have drawn 1-1 with Newcastle in Manchester United's only festive fixture that we've had so far, to be totally honest with you. Our first game in 16 days, and boy, did we play like it. Manchester United were absolutely abysmal. I'm surprised we got a point, to be honest. We probably didn't deserve that. David De Gea was the goalkeeper that was in most action out of the two goalkeepers, and coming up against one of the worst teams in the Premier League at the moment, against a side that are battling against relegation, against a team that we know if you perform well, if you perform even 6, 7 out of 10, everyone's on job, you'll win the game. And Manchester United failed to turn up. After a couple of minutes, it was 1-0 to Newcastle. Sloppy play by Raphael Varane, who returned to the starting lineup for Manchester United. And then Alan Saint-Maximin gets onto the ball. He's running in on goal at Manchester United's defence. Harry Maguire doesn't close him down quick enough, and he scores a great finish, to be fair to him. It goes straight into the side netting. Not much David De Gea could do about it. To be fair, he didn't do much. He didn't dive for it. But there was not much he could do about it. It was a fantastic goal by Alan Saint-Maximin. And Newcastle, probably could have had more. The only positive you could take from a Manchester United perspective going in at half-time was that it was only 1-0. We just didn't create anything. I can remember one opportunity where Ronaldo could have maybe got onto a Greenwood pass. He was holding his line quite well, to be fair to him. So maybe it was just a little bit played too well by Mason Greenwood, just too much on it. And Ronaldo couldn't get on it. But apart from that, there wasn't much to write home about from a Manchester United perspective. It was an abysmal performance from United in the first half. It improved a little bit in the second half, but it was still not enough from a Manchester United perspective. And you look at the starting lineup. Look, I think David De Gea, a couple of fantastic saves in the second half. He was his usual self, but apart from David De Gea, I don't think anyone really comes out of it with any credit. Edinson Cavani came on as a sub, got a goal for Manchester United, which gave us a little bit of hope that we could maybe go on and win it. But maybe the point was the best we could get out of it, because the performance just wasn't good enough. Diogo Dalot created the goal for Edinson Cavani, but apart from that, didn't do much. Raphael Varane looked really poor today. Was giving the ball away a lot, looked shaky. Obviously, he's just coming back from injury and all that. You can give him that, Bly, but even then, it's like you expect more from Raphael Varane. Maguire wasn't much better. Telles wasn't much better. Wasn't great at all at fullback. In the midfield, McTominay and Fred. I've been there with them before, and I'll keep saying it. They're not good enough for Manchester United. Fred was sacrificed at half-time. I say sacrificed, he was substituted. There was a whole host of players that could have got substituted for Manchester United at half-time. In the end, it was Greenwood and it was Fred. It could have been McTominay and it could have been Rashford. It could have been anybody, to be totally honest with you. I was surprised maybe Greenwood went off, because he was one of the most lively out of that front four. Bruno, frustrating, poor, giving the ball away, making stupid decisions, getting frustrated, getting booked. I think he misses the next game. It was just poor. Marcus Rashford, so poor as well. Didn't do much for Manchester United today. We hoped after he come back from injury and he'd got his injuries behind him, he'd had surgery, he scored a few goals upon returning. You'd hope Marcus Rashford would come in and do something. But again, poor so far. We expect a lot better from this team. Cristiano Ronaldo, not much better as well. Probably summed up by an air shot in the first half. But he didn't have much to feed off, to be fair. And Manchester United were poor. We brought on Jadon Sancho and Edinson Cavani at half-time. Nemanja Matic was a later sub. I thought Nemanja Matic did okay when he come on, but we were chasing the game at that point. Newcastle weren't really committing anybody forward. And when they did in the second half, once it went to 1-1, it was them who had the chances to score, if anybody. A great save from David De Gea from Almiron. Alan Saint-Maximin could have made it 2-0. Probably should have made it 2-0. It was a good save from De Gea in the end. But when you look at that opportunity again, I think 9 times out of 10, Alan Saint-Maximin buries that. He didn't hit it cleanly enough. And they didn't get a goal. And I think today, Newcastle were unfortunate not to win that game. United were abysmal. And I did say, look, when Ralph Rangnick came in, I said it's going to take a while for United to get to grips with the way things are going. 16 days with no football. You're hoping we've had a little bit of time on the training pitch. Obviously, about half of our squad was out with COVID at certain different points. But there's no excuse for that today. That was poor from so many perspectives. You know, just not connecting with passes, underhit, overhit, looking rushed, looking uncertain, not looking like we knew what to do. If Marcus Rashford is to play and we're to persist with this 4-2-2, he can't be one of the two behind the two. He needs to be part of the front two or not in the team at all. He doesn't bring enough to the team, in my opinion. He was just running down dead ends most of the day. Bruno Fernandes out wide. I think he's lost one of our best players through the middle of the pitch. We need to find out where everyone's playing, but whatever Manchester United's best team is under Ralph Rangnick, whatever United's best formation is under Ralph Rangnick with those players, I don't think that's it. That's not it. We know we need more in midfield. I'm sick of talking about McTominay and Fred and Maguire and going. I know those lot are poor. You know, I don't expect much else from them. If I was the next manager, if I was Rangnick, I'd sort out the captaincy issue. Lindelof was out today with COVID, I believe, so obviously he couldn't play. But again, he should be looking to play ahead of Maguire, in my opinion. But Varane, who when he's played, when he's been available for United, which hasn't been a lot, he's usually more assured than that. He was abysmal today as well. It was just poor. Wan-Bissaka, I think maybe you could be looking at selecting him ahead of Delo to take on that threat of Alan Saint-Maximin. But then you look at where our goal come from. It come from Delo. Has Wan-Bissaka got that delivery? I don't think so. And United should have had top four sewn up comfortable this season. Conte is coming at Spurs now. They're looking good. Arsenal have begun to string a few results together. And look, I think we're better than both those teams on paper. But when you're performing like that, you know what I mean? When you're performing like that, it's not good enough. It's not good enough at all. Newcastle should have won today. Abysmal from United, and we need to turn it around and quick. I think we got Burnley next. We need to get a result in that game. We need to get 3 points. We're lucky to get a point today. Lucky. And everyone in that dressing room, they should look themselves in the mirror and say, what the hell was I doing out there? Because it was poor. It was poor. It was poor. I don't know. Don't really know what else to say. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. United dropped 2 more points in a game we should be winning. We dropped 2 more points. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you sort this out? Is it just teething issues under Rangnick, or is it something more to be worried about? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you later.